Are you ready to move away from those warm, spicy desserts that we enjoyed over the winter and turn your desserts into something that's more bright and fresh? If so, I have the perfect recipe to share with you today. This is an old family classic from my grandma Winnie, and I can't wait to share her lemon bar recipe. Welcome back to Nancy's Homestyle Kitchen, where I share how to cook real food with simple ingredients and no pressure to be perfect. Now let's go over all the ingredients you're going to need for the lemon bars. I have 1/2 cup of powdered sugar, 1 cup of butter that will be melted, 2 cups of flour, 4 eggs, 1 3/4 cup of sugar, 2 lemons, and we're going to use 1/3 cup of lemon juice and the zest of both of the lemons, 1/3 cup of flour, and 1/2 teaspoon each of baking powder and vanilla bean paste. The first step in making these lemon bars is making the crust. So I have my oven preheated to 350 degrees and I have buttered a 9x13 pan. To my mixer, I added the butter that I have melted. So again, 2 sticks or 1 cup of butter, and I'm going to add the 1/2 cup of powdered sugar. And we're going to get that initially incorporated before we add the flour. And you only need just to mix it for 30 to 45 seconds. It actually, once the powdered sugar hits that butter, it melts into it really quick. Okay, so now we're gonna add our 2 cups of all-purpose flour. And get that mixed up. So I'm going to scrape down the sides just once. It's pretty much pulling itself away from the sides, but I always like just to scrape it and make sure we're getting it all incorporated. And it kind of has that consistency of cookie dough. So if you've made cookies before, you'll be familiar with this texture for sure. All right. The dough is mixed. How easy is that? And all we need to do is dump this into our 9x13 pan. And then we need to spread it evenly across the bottom of the pan. So you can use a spatula. I have an offset spatula here that I may use, but I kind of like just going in with one of these silicone spatulas because they're a little pliable. I feel like I could really get into the corners and get it spread in here evenly. And it looks like you're not going to have enough, but don't worry because this crust, it is really thin, so there is going to be enough. All right, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just try to get it as evenly as you can. And then go in with a fork, and we want to dock the bottom of the crust. So we're just poking holes all along the crust, maybe inch, 1.5 inches apart. Don't be too, rigorous with this. Just, we want to dock the crust so when it's baking, it doesn't puff up. The holes will actually let some of the moisture release and keep your crust from bubbling up. Okay, the crust is ready for the oven. I'm going to go ahead and bake it for 18 to 20 minutes. And while it's baking, we'll be making the filling. Now it's time to make the filling. In my stand mixer, I have 4 eggs, and I'm going to whip those up with 1 3/4 cup of sugar. Now for this one, you want to use your whisk attachment because we want to get this kind of light and fluffy. Okay, that's good enough. To that, we are going to add 1/3 cup of flour, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla bean paste. I normally just eyeball this kind of stuff, but I will measure it just for you. And then we need to zest and juice these lemons. So let's do the zest first. So that doesn't feel like it's gonna come off. And I have a microplane. It is perfect for zesting any type of citrus. It's one of my favorite kitchen tools. And oh, these lemons are so fresh. I can smell them already just with a few passes over the microplane. But it's definitely easier to zest the lemons before you cut them and juice them. So we went the zest of both of these lemons. And you only want to go over it about once because as you can see, this part here, this is the pith. It's the kind of white part. You just want to take off the shiny yellow part, which is the zest. The rest of the lemon, that part, the pith is bitter, so you don't want to get that into your lemon bars. You don't have to be perfect, just get as much as you can. I'm going to go ahead and do this one, and then we'll start juicing them. Get all the zest out of there. And we'll go ahead and add this to our filling and get every last drop. Because there is a ton of flavor in there, and especially with the lemon, the natural lemon oil, it smells so good. So let's cut these and juice. We only need 1/3 of a cup of lemon juice. And sometimes with lemons, it's kind of hit or miss on how much you're going to get out. So I'm just going to juice both of them. I really like this little lemon juicer that screws on the top of a wide mouth mason jar. I had the handheld one, but it's hard to kind of squeeze that into a container and then measure it. And I like how this is just captures it all right here in the jar. Okay, so here is our fresh lemon juice. We're not adding any artificial lemon flavor or color. We're just using the real deal. So 1/3 cup. And that's it. The filling is almost ready. And we'll do one scrape down to the sides. Looks like some of the zest is actually on the whisk. So we'll be sure to get that off of the whisk and into the filling before we pour it over the crust. It smells so fresh and bright. And I'm ready for spring. We're over the winter. I'm ready for the sunshine and just all of the fresh fruits and vegetables and citrus and everything that comes with it. I'm really excited. All right, I'm gonna let this sit here while the crust is finishing the final bake. I'm gonna get everything cleaned up and then we'll move on to the next step. So here is our par-baked crust just straight out of the oven. You could see by docking the crust, we didn't get any puffing up. So now all we need to do is pour the filling on and we'll get it back in the oven. You can see these little flecks from the vanilla bean paste in there. I don't know, I'm not so much of a purist. I'm more in it for the flavor. If you don't like the specks of the vanilla bean paste, you could use just regular vanilla extract, but I think the vanilla bean paste is really where the good vanilla flavor is at, so I use it almost for everything. So this goes back in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes until the edges are nice and golden brown. I'll show you what that looks like, and then when we come back, our lemon bars will be just about done. If you've been watching my channel for any time, you might have noticed a new little addition to my knife collection. This knife was custom made by my friend Pat. Him and his wife Elizabeth go to church with us, and I actually won this at a little women's event, and she was super excited knowing that I won it because I have my YouTube channel and I love to cook. So anyway, I just wanted to share with you how beautiful this knife is. And thank you, Pat. I'm so happy that I have one of your custom knives to use in my kitchen. The lemon bars have cooled completely. I dusted them with powdered sugar, cut them up, and here we have my Grandma Winnie's lemon bars. So let's give them a try. I don't know if you could see that. The crust, it's not like a pie crust. It's like a cookie or a shortbread crust. The lemon layer is always gooey, and then you get a little crispiness on the top. It's always the perfect bite. There is so much going on in such a little bar. You have that crust that just has those shortbread texture and flavor. Then you have that creamy lemon gooey center, and then just that lightly crisp crust with the dusting of the powdered sugar. This reminds me of my grandma. I wish she were here today. There was so much I could learn from my grandma and the way they cooked back then, just with the simple ingredients, and everything just turned out so wonderful. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button, consider subscribing, and I will be back next week with another recipe from my kitchen.